That face right there tells you everything you need to know about Shedeur possibly getting in, ever. Oh my god. Look how fucking happy he is. Look at this nigga, bro. I don't know if his number's gonna be called.
Teammates game right there. Yeah! How about supporting each other? How about supporting each other? How about pushing each other? How about celebrating with each other? Okay? That's what it's about in this team game.
In a world where coaches and players clash on and off the field, Kevin Stefanski's rivalry with Shedeur Sanders has reached a boiling point. The tension between them is palpable, and it's becoming clear that Stefanski has no love lost for the young quarterback. In the latest game, while the Browns were dominating, a moment caught everyone's attention. Dillon stepping in as the quarterback, and Stefanski couldn't help but smile and laugh. It was almost as if he was sending a message that Dillon's success was something Stefanski genuinely wanted, but one that seemed to mock Shedeur Sanders in the process. With Stefanski calling the shots, it's looking more and more like Shedeur's chance to make it in the team could be slipping away. And fast.
We focus on what's in front of us, and obviously you can certainly look backwards if you want, but we don't.
In the post-game press conference, Coach Stefanski was asked about Shedeur Sanders' future with the team. Without missing a beat, Stefanski shrugged off the question, refusing to even mention Sanders by name. He stated, "That was a conversation from the past. We're not focusing on that plan right now." It was a clear message. Shedeur Sanders is no longer a priority for Stefanski or the Browns. The coaches moved on, and any discussions about Sanders' role with the team seem to be firmly in the rearview mirror. It's a sign that Shedeur's time may be running out. After dismissing any thoughts of Shedeur Sanders, Coach Stefanski went on to deliver his victory speech, emphasizing the importance of teamwork. He preached about how the team needs to continue pushing each other, supporting one another to succeed because, at the end of the day, football is a team sport. Yet, in the same breath, he's clearly pushing Shedeur Sanders out of the equation. It's a contradiction, talking about unity while making it clear that some players, like Sanders, no longer fit into his plans for the team's future. It raises questions about how teamwork is truly being defined.
Teammates game right there. Yeah! How about supporting each other? How about supporting each other? How about pushing each other? How about celebrating with each other? Okay? That's what it's about in this team game.
Analysts are tearing into Stefanski for his actions during the game, claiming this is a clear example of him undermining the entire Browns organization. They argue that by making Shedeur Sanders the second-string quarterback, Stefanski set him up for failure. Yet during the game, as Dillon Gabriel took center stage, Stefanski could be seen laughing and joking with him, all while Shedeur watched from the sidelines. Critics say it's a blatant mockery, showing no respect for Sanders and making a spectacle out of his situation. It's a move that's fueling the narrative that Stefanski is dismissing his own team's future.
That face right there tells you everything you need to know about Shedeur possibly getting in, ever. Oh my god. Look how fucking happy he is. Look at this nigga, bro. I don't know if his number's gonna be called.
But was Dillon Gabriel flawless enough to carry the Browns to victory on his own? Absolutely not. Throughout the game, Dillon faced constant pressure, getting sacked multiple times. His inability to stay composed and make key plays only exposed the struggles of the offense. With the running game leading the way and the Browns comfortably ahead, fans began calling for Coach Stefanski to make a change and give Shedeur Sanders a shot. This was exactly the type of game where Sanders could have thrived. His calm under pressure and playmaking ability would have complemented the ground attack, potentially turning the tide and securing the win. Despite Dillon Gabriel's evident struggles, Stefanski chose to stay with him, refusing to give Shedeur Sanders a chance to step in. It seemed as though Stefanski was reluctant to let Sanders take the spotlight, even when the situation was ideal for him to make an impact. By not making the switch, Stefanski passed up an opportunity to energize the offense and demonstrate confidence in his backup quarterback. The game clearly called for a change, but Stefanski ignored the moment, letting a crucial opportunity slip through his fingers. It was a decision that left many questioning his judgment. Despite the win, the fans aren't celebrating. There's a mounting frustration, and it's all aimed at Dillon Gabriel. While the team continues to push the narrative that Gabriel is the better quarterback, the fans aren't convinced. They're questioning how he can be considered the best when, in the game, he only had 18 pass attempts, while running back Quinshon Judkins had 25 carries. Throughout the game, and even before it, fans were loudly chanting Shedeur Sanders' name, showing their discontent and their belief that Sanders deserves a shot. It's clear the frustration with Gabriel is growing, and the fan base is speaking up.
Hey, Dave, this gonna be us one day.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be us.
After the game, Browns management likely anticipated a positive response from the fans. Instead, the crowd took to social media, calling for Shedeur Sanders to take over as the starting quarterback. Fans voiced their frustrations, demanding a change and arguing that Sanders had earned the opportunity to lead the team. The growing online outcry highlighted the widening gap between the fans' desires and the decisions being made by Stefanski and the Browns management. As the pressure continues to mount, it's becoming evident that the quarterback situation is a major point of contention and division within the fan base. Stefanski, however, continues to dismiss Shedeur Sanders as a viable option and stands by Dillon Gabriel without hesitation. When asked about Gabriel's performance, Stefanski praised his work ethic, highlighting that Gabriel gives his best every week and is tough enough to keep the team moving forward. He stressed that the behind-the-scenes effort often goes unnoticed, but is essential to the team's success. But what exactly is Stefanski implying here? It almost feels like he's deliberately avoiding giving Sanders a chance, holding on to Gabriel despite the increasing pressure from fans calling for a change.
Is a leader in this football team. He plays his butt off every single week. I think you just like anybody, we know what the fun in this business is.
As the Browns' quarterback situation continues to unfold, it's becoming clear that Coach Stefanski's decisions are creating a rift between the team's leadership and the fan base. Despite Dillon Gabriel's struggles, Stefanski refuses to give Shedeur Sanders a chance, sticking to his narrative that Gabriel is the better option. His defense of Gabriel, focused on his work ethic and behind-the-scenes contributions, feels like an attempt to avoid addressing the glaring issues that fans are seeing on the field. The overwhelming frustration from the fan base, seen in social media outcry and chants for Sanders, suggests that they believe Sanders deserves a shot to prove himself. While it's easy to question Stefanski's motives, it's also clear that his loyalty to Gabriel, even in the face of mounting pressure, is a sign of his own confidence in the quarterback. However, this confidence may be misplaced if it means ignoring the opportunity for a change that could boost the team's performance. The fans, who have been outspoken about their preference for Sanders, are not buying into the narrative that Gabriel is the long-term solution. At the end of the day, football is a results-driven business, and Stefanski's decisions will be judged by the success of the team. If the Browns continue to struggle under Gabriel's leadership, the calls for a change will only grow louder. The quarterback debate, though, is more than just about football. It's about trust, leadership, and the direction in which the Browns are headed. For now, the ball is in Stefanski's court. But how long will the pressure from fans and the team's performance allow him to stay firm in his stance? Only time will tell.